Hey everyone! So today we're diving into something that feels like it's straight out of the future, building really sophisticated AI. Visually. I'm talking about creating complex agents without having to write a single line of code. We're going to check out a tool that makes this all possible, so let's jump right in. So think about this for a second. Building a simple chatbot is one thing, right? But what about an AI that can take a complicated request, actually understand it, break it down into smaller pieces, and then send each piece to a different specialist? Like a manager delegating tasks to a team. Traditionally, that would take a mountain of code. The real question is, how do you build that kind of smart workflow visually? Well, that's the exact problem a tool like Agent Builder is designed to solve. The big idea here is to get AI creation out of those intimidating black and white code editors and onto a friendly visual canvas, a single space where you can dream it up, build it, test it, and launch it. So what is it, really? At its heart, it's a visual tool. Instead of writing lines and lines of script, you're just connecting these little boxes or nodes on a screen to map out how the AI should think. Just imagine each node is a member of your team with a very specific job, and you're the manager, drawing the flowchart that shows them all how to work together. And the promise here is actually pretty huge because it simplifies the entire process. First, you get to design the whole thing visually, which for a lot of us is just way more intuitive. Then you can test it out right there, instantly, in the same window. And when you're happy with it, you can launch it into a real application super, super fast. Okay, theory is great, but let's actually see how this works. We're going to build a smart travel agent from scratch. The goal is for it to figure out if a user wants to book a flight or plan an itinerary, and then handle that specific request like a pro. Every good workflow has to start somewhere. For our travel agent, the first step is basically hiring a receptionist. This is a node whose only job is to look at what the user types and figure out their intent. Are they asking about flights, or are they looking for ideas for a trip? That's it. That's its whole job. And check out how we program this receptionist. There's no code at all. It's just a simple instruction, written in plain English. We literally just tell it, hey, you're a travel assistant. Your job is to classify if a message is about an itinerary or a flight. The entire instruction is just that one sentence. So once our receptionist knows what the user wants, we need a fork in the road. That's where this if-else note comes in. It's a super simple decision point. If the user's request is about a flight, the task goes down one path. If it's not, it goes down the other. Simple as that. And those two paths, they lead to our specialists. You can really think of them as the flights department and the itinerary department. Each one is its own separate agent that we're about to set up to handle its own specific task. Now, for our flight agent, the instructions get a little more specific. We tell it to always recommend an actual flight, to use the official airport codes, and this part is really key. We give it access to a tool, web search. This is what allows it to pull live up-to-the-minute flight information. And this really shows you how flexible the system is. The prompt for our itinerary agent is way simpler. We just tell it, build a concise itinerary. That's it. It doesn't need to search the web for that task, so we don't give it that tool. Each agent gets only the powers it needs to do its job. Okay, so we've got a working, multi-step agent. It's smart, it works, but the output is just plain old text. We can do so much better. Let's take this experience from just functional to, well, fantastic. Right now, if you ask for a flight from San Francisco to Tokyo, this is what you get. I mean, it works, the information is correct, but it's not very exciting, is it? It's just a block of text. But what if we could push beyond that? What if the AI could serve up that exact same information, but in a rich, interactive, and honestly beautiful format, like a custom widget you'd see in a sleek, modern app? And the solution is kind of mind-blowing in its simplicity. You just add one more instruction to the prompt. You tell it to use a pre-made widget for the output and, get this, to choose a background color creatively based on the destination. We're literally telling the AI to be creative. And bam, here's the result. The agent takes the flight data, slots it into the widget, and then it kind of thinks, okay, Tokyo, what color feels like Tokyo? And it chose this vibrant yellow. This is the exact same data, but it's delivered in this incredibly powerful and engaging way, all because of one simple natural language command. So we've designed our agent, we've made it look great. Now we come to what is often the hardest, most frustrating part, actually getting it to work inside a real product. But with Agent Builder, this step becomes almost trivial. I mean, this comparison really says it all. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things with a software development kit or SDK. It needs setup, multiple lines of code, it's a whole process. On the right, that's the agent builder way. You just publish your workflow and it gives you a single ID. That one little line of text is all you need to plug this entire complex AI into your app. And that right there is the big takeaway. This visual, no-code approach just shatters the barrier to entry for creating powerful AI. It takes the power that was once only in the hands of developers and gives it to designers, to product managers, to creators of all kinds. Which leaves us with one final, very exciting question. If you could build any AI assistant you could possibly imagine just by drawing it out, what would you create?